It's 2025, and I have not dropped a base design for around 6 months. And yeah, it sounded fun to make a new base design and kind of mix things up a little bit, especially with me getting more in tune with farming. I decided to finally make a base that's a bit more farmer-friendly. And yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into it. So first things first, going back to some of the classic bases, we have the 4 triangles here in the front. Where the airlock area is at, and then also the way upstairs. So yeah, we enter in right here. Something new compared to my past base designs. We have a window right here to look right outside of behind this door. This is optional, but yeah, I thought that I would add it this time around. Then we come in here. Garage doors, obviously. Another window right here to look outside. So yeah, you get a view of the right side, and then also the left side outside your door, which is a nice touch, I guess. Usually I just have this window with base designs that have this same 4 triangle piece here. But yeah, then we come inside of here. Bunch of garage doors, electric furnace set up right here, repair bench right there. How many 9 boxes? Yeah, 9 boxes inside this spot right here. And then we have the vault. Again, this one is more farmer friendly. None of my bases usually, for the most part, are farmer friendly, but since I've been getting into farming more, I decided that, yeah, I should probably make a farmer friendly base. So, we drop down. You're actually able to grow crops inside this base, which is kind of cool, like just right from the jump. You don't even need a planter box. There are planter boxes upstairs, but you're able to plant stuff right here as long as you have a light down, right? So as long as you have a light right here, you can actually grow stuff right here and start getting a nice head start on getting good clones and whatnot from the jump, which is nice. And yeah, pretty simple core. We have 4 large boxes here, 1 small box, a locker. You could put down a couple more boxes here as well if you want. 2 towels or bags, and you could probably, I mean, like, if you minimize the farming down there, remove this locker, you could probably fit up to like 6 bags inside this thing if you really wanted to. But yeah, the upkeep for the final version is 91 high qual, 5400 frags, 4300 stone. Some of you groups might exceed this, but just me as a solo player, this makes me happy, okay? And I'm not even going to be maxing it out this much, I don't think, when I'm playing. But yeah, this right here is the entire downstairs. So yeah, we have that. Then we come upstairs, and we instantly are greeted with a planter box right here and another planter box over here. So this base not only has that bottom starter area to be farming at a little bit, or you don't even have to have planter boxes inside this base, and you can just, like, as soon as you get on each day, plant some corn and pumpkin seeds here, and that'll supply you with food most likely through the rest of the day. So you could just use that bottom area for farming if you really want. But for the people that want to be farming, including myself, because I've been learning how to farm, here we go. We have a 6 barrel loot room right over here in this corner. This is something very similar to what I've done in the past with similar base designs. All my base designs are stability bunkers, and they're just different footprints, you know? So, yeah. Then we enter in over here. Over here on the right, we have another 6 box loot room. Right over here, you have, like, your kitchen area where you're doing all of your, you know, pie making and all that jazz. You have your fridge right here. And then you have a turret that guards all of this right here. Because this right here, to some people, is the most important thing. Yeah, then we come upstairs here, which this is the 3rd floor now. And we have our battery set up here. I like putting the battery a bit higher up in the base. I feel like there's a lot of times where, despite what base you have, the top floors sometimes don't get touched at all. So I feel like the battery's pretty secure up here. You can move it wherever you really want, though. Same thing with anything else that you want to move around. But yeah, 2 doors to come out here. We then have the window floor, which you have eyes on every single possible angle of this base with these peaks here. Yes, sir. Research table, a couple mixing tables up here as well if you want. A couple turrets. Then you have this back peak right here. And something that I like, right? So, people know me if you've been watching me. I like having doors that enter out to, like, come outside, scale down, and then run, right? Just an easy way to get off your window floor nice and quick. But something that I did was actually create some ramps underneath the door just to avoid fall damage more often than not. Usually you can just scale down the walls just fine, but sometimes you'll crunch your legs and it can be a little bit annoying. So yeah, this right here is going to prevent that with these 2 doors. Yeah, let's go ahead and get back inside of here now, though. Ladder hatch comes up, and you have a minicopter garage. You could probably squeeze 2 minicopters in here, if I have to guess, but yeah, we have a nice big landing pad to make landing your minicopter on top of the base nice and easy. Then something else that I did with this base that I never ever do with my base designs is actually add roofs off the top of it, just to get some better angles and whatnot, right? It's only right, it's only right. And there's actually, wait, yeah, I think that yeah, Dylan, you had forgot that piece right there? Okay. Don't mind my silly goosery, guys. Don't mind my silly goosery. Then, yeah, we also have a shop right here. So, yeah. I have some different stages of the base over here that I ended up building. So this right here is like what the starter looks like. You have this second stage, this third stage, and I didn't really continue just because it's going to be pretty much just like this over here. So, yeah, man. I guess let's go ahead and get into it. Get into the starter of this thing. And, wait, first and foremost, gotta put on the tool belt. Gotta put on the tool belt, guys. Don't be disrespecting the tool belt, alright? It gives you superpowers. Alright, let's go. The majority of base designs in this game need a flat area, so try and find a relatively flat spot. Start off with a square foundation, triangle foundation, then a higher up square foundation, and then another triangle. It's simple. Then you want to put down 4 more triangle foundations around the lower foundations, just like this. Now, there's 2 different ways that you could start out this base, depending on the amount of stone that you have. If you only have like 5k stone, you want to put down a wall here and a wall here, and upgrade them both to wood. And if you have more stone than 5k, like you have like 9k, maybe 7k, then you actually don't even need to put down these wood walls to destroy later. So, yeah, I'll show you guys more about that here in just a moment. Until then, though, put down a frame there, and then, yeah, pretty much just walls going around this. Cover it all up with floors and upgrade the rest of it to stone. Except for this foundation, because this foundation is not going to exist inside the base. My goal with these bases is really just to keep this whole, you know, like creating a base thing really simple, not only for myself, but then also other people as well that aren't really too experienced with building. I'm not that, like, much of a builder in this game. I have 13,000 hours, so, like, I know the basics, but, yeah. Yeah. 2 double wood doors just like that. Put some locks on them. Yes. TC goes back here, obviously. You're going to be having a window over the TC. Put down your furnace, your sleeping bag, maybe a campfire, and, yeah. You can also put down your vault seal wall right here as well, just like that. But yeah, if you have more stone than like 5k, because yeah, this starter like this takes around like 5k, you actually don't need these wood walls if you have that extra stone. So if you do have that extra stone, pretty much you're just going to expand out. Just like this, and stone everything up. Yes, just like that. Then the exact same thing on the other side. Just like this right here. So yeah, then on each side you should have a square and a triangle, yes. Then this over here is just honeycomb, these triangles are. So you can just seal these off with walls. And yeah, I mean, like right now, if you really wanted to, you could get off. As long as you have a bag down inside your base to respawn as soon as you get back on. Come up here, boom, boom, upgrade that right there to stone, then you're all good to go pretty much for the day. But ideally, with stability vaults, you want to make sure that this and this right here, just those 2 foundations should be sheet, just to avoid people coming in here and picking directly down and getting access. So you want to try and make these right here sheet, if not armored, as soon as possible, right? This right here is the starter. This is the shape. It's kind of looks like a wiener, but aside from that silly goosery, though, yeah. Let's go ahead and assume that you're ready to expand out the front part of the base here now. Okay. Yeah, 4 triangles. Very, very simple, right? I just love how simple this front area is. I've used it on many different bases, but it's been a minute since I have. You're gonna have a window there and a window here. Your front door there, second door there. Then you would just want to cover up all of this with floors, except for this right here. Upgraded all the stone, of course. Seal these off with windows. If you don't have strengthened glass windows, just use wood window bars. That's fine too. Not as good, obviously. You definitely want to have strengthened glass windows sooner than later, but yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, then you come up here, temporary twig floor, and you place down this, and this, and boom. We have now got an expanded out starter that has a much more secure airlock system going on, and you can actually get on top of your base to clear out the outside a lot easier. Yeah, I definitely recommend doing this as soon as possible. But now, with the second floor, we actually can't completely do it without doing the honeycomb, so we're going to do the honeycomb right now, which is really, yeah, stupid simple. 3 foundations on each side of the back half of the base. Just like this right here. This right here is your honeycomb. What's the red text? Don't ask me. We're just going to ignore it. We're going to be strong, okay? But yeah, this right here is what the honeycomb on this base looks like. This is really all the honeycomb that there is, aside from the ramps that go up the side that help get down from the window floor. But yeah, this is really it. And if you can, with your honeycomb, there's going to be this center wall inside of both of them, right? Make sure that this is sheet as soon as possible, because you're not going to be able to access it again So take out 400 frags. Just make sure that that's upgraded. Then you can upgrade the rest of the honeycomb to sheet whenever you really want. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful, but simple. You feel me? We ain't too crazy with the base designs we make on here, man. They're simple, but they're secure at the same time. But yeah, with second floor, it's very, very easy to do. Just put walls everywhere after your honeycomb's done. Nah, you should have something that looks just like this right here. Yes, sir. But yeah, then of course you want to cover up the entire ceiling with twig, but you want to leave this right here twig and this one right here twig. Upgrade everything else here that's twig though to stone. And all of the floors except for these two triangles. Now, why are we leaving these two triangles twig? Because we're actually going to be mixing things up from the tour to kind of, mix up the base design, because there could be people that find out that this is your base design, then they just refer to the tour to know where everything is and how everything works. We're going to make a little bit of a change here just because we have the freedom to. In the tour, my way up was right here, but instead, it's going to be right here in the tutorial. You could change it to the other side if you want. It doesn't really make a difference. It's still the same thing. It's just reflected, right? Our way up is going to be right here. You can upgrade that other twig floor, and unless you really, really want it to be the same as the tour over there, then you can have your way up be right there. Doesn't make any difference, though. But yeah, aside from that, put down a wall right here. Upgrade it to sheet as soon as you can. Then seal that right there off with a wall. And then this over here, stone wall, upgrade, stone wall, upgrade, stone, or twig, twig, stone, stone. Yes, just like that. And then put down a stone wall here, rotate it to where the hard side is facing where the planters are going to be, because we're going to have loot that's right here. So, yeah, that's pretty much our second floor, aside from actually sealing it off up top here. Just like this, and boom, easy. Now, though, when it comes to, like, double door frames and everything inside of here, you're going to have double doors everywhere except right here. This one spot, I'm going to have a single door. You could have a double door if you want, but I feel like mixing in some singles here and there is actually not a bad idea. So I like to do that sometimes. But yeah, everywhere else, double door frames everywhere that you're eventually going to be wanting to fill in with garage doors. Yeah, by the way, don't put a frame all the way back here. I just now done that. You actually don't want to do that. You're going to be putting down a half wall with 2 floors going off of it, and this right here is going to be one of your loot rooms. This right here is going to be the second one on this level. Pretty beautiful stuff, but simple stuff, which is what we like. Yeah, this is the entire second floor, though. Obviously, you want to upgrade like all the floors to sheet, especially these 2 over here for this loot room, because if someone just went through, right through your front door and then picked up, then you're screwed, right? By the way, put a front door on your base, huh? How about that? Yeah, I'm not planning on furnishing this base tutorial here. You can always refer back to the tour to see how the toured version was furnished, but I recommend everyone to just do it in their own way. You know what I mean? A lot of people already are going to do it in their own way. We all have our different building styles and like places where like we want certain things, right? So, yeah. Up to the window floor we go. This right here should be what we are looking like with the base. Easy peasy. Now, actually, before we end up doing the window floor, we can actually set up these foundations here. So we're going to have a foundation and then a roof coming off it like that. One on each side. And this is at the back side of the base, right? So yeah, just like this. Boom. Just like that, right? So the back side of the base should look just like this. And you don't even have to have these if you don't want. It's just to make it a little bit easier to drop down out of the door. And, I mean, if people did want to rock it right here, it does kind of help out with some walls that are like right here around the core. So I kind of like it. Dude. These motherfuckers shut up.
I'm gonna have to politely ask you to stop doing what you're doing. I'm recording a base build, bro, and I keep on hearing rockets. So just calm down with the rockets, alright?
Yeah, I don't like when rockets are constantly going off as I'm trying to record a base tutorial. But aside from that, now we're up here on the window floor. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this thing, man. So, pretty much the way that this works. If you come over here toward the back side of your base, you're going to be having a twig floor there, twig floor here, square, triangle, yes. And then everywhere else, it's actually really, really easy. You just want to go around with triangles just like this, which I'm going to be showing a view from up above here in a moment. Yeah, they don't care about my feelings. They're still rocketing. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But yeah, we look at this from the top right now. This right here is exactly what we have. This is going to be all the peaks. Nothing else comes off the top of the base. So, except for the roofs that are a floor above this, of course. But yeah, on these floors that we just now did, though, you want to place down door frames just like this on the right side of them. It's always going to go on the right side floor, right? Then you can just go in and upgrade them to stone. And then, as you can see, we have this roof right here. We're going to have a door there, door here to drop down onto that, then also a door here. And then aside from these 3 door frames, everything else the entire way around is just going to be windows. Yes. No. Yes. All right, upgraded all the stone, of course. Yeah, now you can just start putting down floors everywhere, though. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Except for this middle piece right here. This right here is going to be our way to get up inside of our spot where, like, our minicopter's at. So, yeah, don't fill up this. It's just one of the center squares. So, yeah. And then over here, this right here is going to be your way to get out into the window floor. So, you're going to have this set up right here outside of your door that enters up into here. Yes. Upgrade everything to stone. Now, in order to get up higher, you could use whatever type of staircase you really want. I'm just going to use this one right here, I guess. I feel like this one right here is pretty solid for this. And then pretty much up here, right? You're just going to be surrounding that with that. And then going around just like this. Yes. That right there should be exactly what it looks like on the top of your window floor, but then also the window floor itself. And go ahead and cover up this entire minicopter garage with more floors, obviously. And then this over here, you're going to be wanting to add 2 frames onto this. This is where one of your doors is going to be coming out at. And yeah, you want to add a floor right there, make it stone, and then attach floors out this way. And then you could make these right here stone or wood. It really doesn't matter too much. But yeah, you could have this all be wood, or you could make it stone. I had it wood on the tour, but yeah, do whatever you really want with it. Yeah, and then you can get down a couple low walls right here. Yeah. And then actually down the line, this right here is going to be where your shop is. But during the tour, I actually had a sheet low wall right here. You don't want that until your shop is actually down. So we're going to go ahead and put down our shop right now. It's going to be starting out with a wall just like that. And then you want to take out the shop, right? Bring it toward you till it goes blue, and then move it to the left a little bit, just to make sure that that low wall can actually go down. Just like that right there, right? Then you can still come right here and put down this low wall, make it sheet. This is pretty much to help avoid people using a bike to get behind this. So, yeah. And then pretty much the way to open this up would be to take out a roof triangle just like that. Then you can access it, administrate it, all that jazz. And yeah, you would also want to upgrade this floor right here to sheet, this floor underneath the actual shop to armored, the window to sheet, and I would even put down a frame right here to sheet as well, just to ensure that people are not picking anything out and ruining the stability that makes the shop fall and be destroyed. You want to try and avoid that. So yeah, generally speaking though, try and make a lot of different stuff in this base sheet, the majority of everything if you can. But yeah, even these peak downs like this where the triangles are exposed, you want to make sure that you upgrade these. Although people probably won't pick through them unless they have a reason to, unless they see like stuff through the windows like they could obtain, then they might pick through. But upgrading them to sheet also just helps out, like with people rocket splash rating. It's going to make those floors disappear slower, so still worth doing for sure. Yeah, everywhere where there's not a single door though is pretty much always just going to have a double door frame at it. So we can actually show just how to do this loot room down here, I guess. I'm not going to be going too in depth with like furnishing and all that. I think that I already said that before. You can always just refer back to the tour if you want to learn how to furnish it how I did, but I do suggest everyone to mix it up in their own style just so it's less predictable, you know, if someone finds your base design. But yeah, this right here is how you do this loot room right here. That's how the triangle is set up inside of here. Then you just place down 3 barrels, and then 3 more barrels up top for a total of 9, which is nice. And then, yeah, actually here inside of the core, this is pretty obvious, but yeah, put down a half wall, and then a floor, destroy the half wall. Then you have this up here for your storage inside of your vault, of course. And then now to finalize it off, we can go ahead and place down all of these roofs off the top. Just like this right here. And then, of course, as you guessed, upgrade them all to stone. Yeah. One more thing that I am going to show how to do, though, is the external TCs. Not all of them. I'm just going to show one of them just as an example, just because you can do the rest of them pretty easily once you know how to do them. So yeah, we're going to do this one over here that's on the right. Both these go off the same spot, just opposite sides of the base. So yeah, we come over here to the base, and it is off this spot right here. So what you want to do, place down a square, place down another square, and then destroy that back square, place down a triangle, just like that. Upgrade both of these right here to sheet, right? And then put down a frame right here. You can upgrade that to stone. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a triangle just like that right there. You can then upgrade that triangle, place down a window, a full wall, and a floor. Just like that. Take out a tool cupboard, go like this. Easy, booyah. Half wall, half wall. Be sure they do double half wall. That's very important. Upgrade them both to stone. And bring 2 frames out like that. 2 frames out like that. And just like that, you have an external TC. Yeah, that's how you do that. Be sure to put a window on it as soon as you can as well. But then, yeah, for any newer players that wonder how this works, you make external TCs to make sure that when someone raids your main base and they get the TC, they can't grief your base with their own doors and stuff and take it completely over. This will save you. The more that you have, the safer. But the way that you actually get a new TC back down inside of here, because you can't get one down if you have one that's already occupying the area, you want to come over here with a twig foundation, place down a roof. Then it disconnects it. You can then come back in here inside of your main, place down a new TC, boom, and then come out here, destroy this, reattach it, and then you're all good to go once again. But you would have to do that to each external TC like this over here. You'd have to disconnect all of them, right? But yeah, man, I think that is going to be the tutorial now finished for this base, and I'm hoping a pretty timely matter. Again, be sure that you're actually upgrading the base more past stone. Don't just end it off here on stone. Be sure to get as much sheet honeycomb as you can. Upgrade it all to sheet from the outside and whatnot. Similar how this one right here is set up. I have it set up just how it's going to be maxed out when I'm playing with this base, so... But yeah, bro beans, you have a beautiful rest of your 2025. I'm going to go and do the same. If you made it here to the end of this tutorial, comment 2025. Yeah, with this base being farmer friendly, I think this makes my first base that's actually like pretty farmer friendly, where like it's meant to have like some planter boxes inside of it, but then also just this patch down here. Since I'm farming now and I know that I just need a ceiling light above this to make stuff grow, I'm going to be utilizing this a lot early game, I feel like. So yeah, I'm excited to use this base throughout the year. You have a beautiful rest of your day or night, whatever time it is for you. I'm going to go and do the same, and yeah, man, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.